I didn't taste it at first, but it tastes like an onion ring.
All right, y'all, hit that subscribe button. You already see what it is. Today, we are making a blooming onion, just the same as you would make if you were to go to an expensive steakhouse. All right, y'all, the ingredient list is big, but the exact measurements are below. You're gonna need milk, eggs, cornstarch, all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, pepper, garlic powder, cumin, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, oregano flakes, and 3 large yellow onions. Put those ingredients together, and this is what you get, minus the flour and cornstarch. Now let's start off by taking our milk and egg. We'll put that together. 1 cup of milk with our 2 eggs. We're going to go ahead and beat that together. This is going to be our sticky element because we're going to be double dipping these. Now let's look at our onion. You get your large yellow onion. It's the sweet kind. The white kind, don't do that. Use the sweet yellows. Cut the part where the other stems and stuff grow from, not the bottom where the roots come out. Go ahead and get all that onion paper off of there. Now you're going to find a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, usually about a 1/4, from the root, and then you're going to cut straight down. Not across, straight down. Then you're going to flip that around 180 degrees and go straight down. Another 1/4 inch from that root segment. Just like that. Complete it again on 2 other sides, so it's going to look like you made a plus sign. After you do that plus sign, you're going to find 3 other cuts in between. This way it'll make every of the blooming sections of your onion small and just perfect for snatching and ripping and dipping. Now let's open that onion up. Let's look how pretty it looks. You see that? It's beautiful, ain't it? Go ahead and give that a slit down the middle. Some people just remove the center core altogether because it's the hardest to fry, but I left it in. Doesn't hurt it one way or the other, but look how pretty it is. I ended up with about 19 or 18 cuts, and this is what it looks like. Make sure you use the large yellow sweet onions. They're going to add flavor. Now you're going to take your onion, sit it down, place some cornstarch on there. The cornstarch is going to collect any bit of moisture inside that onion whatsoever and kind of stick to it. As you sprinkle it on there, you need a lot of room because this is where things get real messy. You're going to sprinkle it on, you're going to open the petals up and make sure you get as much in there as you can. It's going to grab all the moisture from the onion. Try not to miss a single part of the onion. Now we're going to mix our seasoning blend with our 50-50 cornstarch and flour. This part, there are no measurements. You just need as much cornstarch and flour as you can to cover the amount of onions you need. But I started with this is about 1.5, 2 cups. With our seasoning blend, that's going to actually make it richer. So go ahead and give that a good mix. Now, let's go ahead and take our cornstarched onion that's been sitting for about maybe 2-3 minutes. It doesn't have to sit, but if it does, for some reason, it seems to stick on there a little bit better. Now we're going to take and drop it on the flour. It's weird. A dry seasoning back to back with another dry seasoning. I know it sounds weird, but it works. It sticks to it. It creates its own kind of coating. Make sure you flip the onion over. Pat the back. Make sure you get plenty of flour. Even if it globs into the middle, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. You'll see why. Told you it's messy. Now we're going to take our egg milk mixture. We're going to go ahead and cover the onion with the egg milk mixture. Now, the cornstarch and flour seem to just vacuum up and stick to our egg milk mixture. And it turns itself into its own batter already. But we're not done. We're going to take and double dip this back into our flour mixture. That's going to kind of dry it down a little bit and make a nice crust. Now remember, we've got baking powder inside of all this. What the baking powder is going to do is actually cause everything to rise around it. All that, the crust that we're making on it, we're building. We've opened up the petals. We got it all in and throughout. Now we're double dipping it. As you can see, I had to wash my hands off, and now I need the help of a spoon just so I can get my hands dirty again. This is the kind of meal you want to have your kids come out and help you make because it looks so pretty. Most of the time, they're going to do all the eating anyway. You want to get inside each and every little crevice as much as you can get. Try not to let any parts of it stick to itself and not be coated. If you miss a tiny bit, that's okay. Just don't miss a lot. It should look something like this. Well covered. And the parts that are thinly covered have a measure of cornstarch, it looks like. So we're ready to go ahead and stick that in the fryer. Make sure your oil is about 375. Lower it in. Use some kind of utensil or something. This is only going to take 7 to 8 minutes, you guys. And I don't know, a lot of people, they flip them over, but I never had to flip mine over. And I did several. So trust me, you guys, if it's hot enough, you don't have to flip it. The most you'll have to do is go ahead and take a spoon and dabble some of that oil on. 7 minutes later, this is what you got. Looks something that looks straight out of Outback restaurant, huh? Don't you want that with your steak? Ah, it's beautiful. Look at it. So that's it. That's how you make it. A blooming onion. It's glorified onion rings. My son couldn't help but take a bite out of this, you guys. And he made a simple mix of hot sauce and ketchup to make a spicy ketchup. Frank's hot sauce and regular ketchup. He dug it, y'all. So that's it. That's how you make a blooming onion. All right, y'all. I know you like what you see. Go ahead and give it a try. You're going to love it. But there are many, many recipes you can find over the internet to make different types of sausage, y'all. I'm David Griffin. Hit that subscribe. I'm out.